Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Austin Reaves' defensive limitations have made it difficult for him to play alongside Luka Doncic in crucial playoff situations. In the playoffs, everyone is looking for matchups, and having Luka and Austin Reaves on the court at the same time left the Lakers exposed defensively. Still, Austin Reaves put up career-best numbers, despite the defensive criticism. A trade for Minnesota Timberwolves giant Rudy Gobert has been suggested. If the Los Angeles Lakers want to put their two superstars, Luka Doncic and LeBron James, at ease heading into the 2025-26 campaign, they'll aggressively pursue a frontcourt asset in the offseason. Clutch Point's Bailey Bassett predicts the organization will land an uncoordinated four-time Defensive Player of the Year by moving on from Austin Reaves. Rudy Gobert has notably declined, evidenced by a 1.4 block per game average this past season, Bassett wrote Sunday. That mark was tied for Gobert's worst since his rookie year. He is also incredibly limited on offense when it comes to his post-up game, ball handling skills, and jump shot. Even so, Gobert is still an elite defensive player. The four-time Defensive Player of the Year is still one of the best rim protectors in the NBA. Ultimately, the Lakers just need a big body who can take up space down low and collect rebounds. Sacrificing Reaves for this role would be a tough pill for the Lakers to swallow. After all, the former undrafted guard broke out to the way of 20.2 points per game this past season. Reaves is arguably a better player than Gobert at this point, and he is certainly on a better trajectory. LA might just be desperate enough to consider this trade, though. Gobert looked like an unstoppable offensive weapon for the Timberwolves in their first-round series-clinching victory over the Lakers on April 30th. From catching lobs to cleaning up his teammates' misses around the rim, Gobert dominated the contest from start to finish. The 32-year-old big man poured in 27 points and grabbed 24 rebounds in Minnesota's 103-96 road victory over Los Angeles. However, Gobert, who doesn't possess the tools necessary to succeed offensively, returned to his original form against the Golden State Warriors and Oklahoma City Thunder. The former first-round pick's bland low-post repertoire made him unplayable at times against the two Western Conference franchises. Fortunately, with the Lakers, Gobert wouldn't be required to replicate Anthony Davis's offensive production to thrive in Los Angeles. Considering the Lakers would give anything to acquire a reliable defensive rebounder, 7.2 in regular season, 5.5 in postseason, and above-average rim protector, 1.4 blocks in regular season, 1.2 in postseason, Los Angeles could be an ideal landing spot for the three-time All-Star. Although Reaves is a coveted third scoring option for the Lake Show, he may be the odd man out for the organization this summer if they prioritize acquiring a big man. Perfect offseason for the Lakers, 3 steps to becoming contenders in the West. With so much at stake for the Lakers next season, everything hinges on the choices they make this summer. While a successful offseason will look different for every Lakers fan, it's no secret that the team has a few goals they'd like to complete before the start of the next campaign. After losing to the Timberwolves in 5 games in the first round, it has become clear to team management that changes are needed. Of course, with limited cap flexibility, the Lakers can only do so much, and they'll have to pick and choose which positions to upgrade to narrow their search. Right now, the only untouchable players are LeBron James, along with Bronny, and his co-star Luka Doncic. Everyone else is on the table for the Lakers, including sharpshooting guard Austin Reaves. With these things in mind, we can get a full understanding of what the Lakers want to do over the next few months. This offseason, the path to improvement comes in 3 main steps, and it's the only way that the Lakers can be certain about their place in the West going forward. Expert training for Luka Doncic. For the Lakers, everything hinges on Luka Doncic, and if they're to get anywhere of note next season, they'll need him to be at the top of his game. On his way out of Dallas, the Mavericks raised concerns about his conditioning and work ethic, which are values that the Lakers typically prioritize in their players. As the face and leading playmaker of the franchise, the Lakers need Doncic to be fully committed, and that means building a plan that helps him stay in shape this summer. Whether it's with the team staff or his private workout crew, Doncic needs to show the Lakers he's committed by going above and beyond with his off-season training to ensure he's at full strength for opening night. The extra work might set up Doncic to have his best season yet, complete with MVP nominations and a place near the top of the standings. If the bad habits continue, however, it will set a bad example for the rest of the team and clash with the Lakers' winning culture. Role players in free agency. Depth is another area of need for Los Angeles, and they'll need more firepower at several positions to stand a chance at winning the title. Off the bench, specifically, the Lakers need a player who they can rely on to hold it down offensively and lead the troops when LeBron and Luka are sitting. With limited cap space, the Lakers cannot get too ambitious in free agency, but they will have a non-taxpayer mid-level exception, projected at $14.1 million, and a taxpayer mid-level exception, projected at $5.7 million, to potentially sign free agents. As far as potential targets, several names have emerged, such as Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Clint Capella, and Steven Adams. Any player who's affordable and can contribute meaningful minutes off the bench is worthy of consideration. If the Lakers play this right, they can add some significant depth on the wing, or anywhere else, that's still within their budget. Trade for a top-tier center. The Lakers may not be looking for an outright star, but they certainly need an upgrade at center over Jackson Hayes. While the options in free agency are too expensive for LA, they can make it happen on the trade market, where they have a number of assets to offer, players and draft picks. By building an offer around Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, or Dalton Knecht, the Lakers can land a high-level player in the frontcourt who can catch lobs from Doncic and play defense on the other end. Potential names include Daniel Gafford, Jarrett Allen, and Nick Claxton. Or, they could also chase young players like Day'Ron Sharpe or Jericho Sims. With added size and strength down low, the Lakers will no doubt become a much better defensive team, and it'll go a long way toward maximizing their potential as a unit. If they're able to keep Jackson Hayes in the deal, they'll be set in the backcourt with a more versatile big man rotation to compete against teams like the Timberwolves, Nuggets, and Thunder. With so many variables at play, it's impossible to predict how things will end up for the Lakers, but with their two superstars locked in, they already have the groundwork in place for a championship team. To complete their ideal offseason, all they need to do is ensure their core players have enough support and are in the right state of mind for a long and competitive season. Lakers can resolve a major rotation issue without spending a dime. The truth can be found within. While the pursuit of a new starting center has stolen headlines, the Los Angeles Lakers are in quiet need of improved bench scoring. Thankfully, the answer resides with a player who simply needs the opportunity to rectify the issue, Dalton Knecht. Speculation continues to mount that Knecht could be traded during the 2025 offseason, but it would behoove Los Angeles to explore his value more thoroughly. Knecht put together a strong rookie season, albeit while struggling to secure consistent playing time. Such a development is admittedly a regular occurrence for first-year players, but the former Tennessee Volunteers star was in a unique position. Not only was Knecht productive despite his playing time, but he quickly and sustainably emerged as the Lakers' most reliable source of offense off the bench. Rather than forfeiting cap space or trading out potentially valuable assets for a new sixth man, Los Angeles should give Knecht a chance to prove he can deliver. He's young and talented enough to still have considerable trade value if the gamble fails to pay off, as well as skilled enough to fill the role. Los Angeles came within a failed physical of trading Knecht for Mark Williams, but this summer, it must count its blessings that its next sixth man is still on the roster. Dalton Knecht can save Lakers considerable money on a sixth man. Knecht finished his rookie season with averages of 9.1 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 1.63-point field goals made per game on .461/.376/.762 shooting. Despite playing just 19.2 minutes per contest, he led all Lakers reserves in both scoring and three-point field goal conversions. Furthermore, Knecht's averages translated to 17.0 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 3.1 three-point field goals made per 36 minutes, the type of production teams dream of from a sixth man, let alone a rookie. Expanding the parameters to the NBA at large, Connect ranked 7th among qualified reserves, minimum, 65 games played, in both points and three-point field goals made per 36 minutes. He also ranked number 1 amongst rookies in threes and number 4 in scoring on that same per 36 basis. Furthermore, the only Lakers who averaged more points per 36 minutes than Connect in 2024-25 were Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves. There's more to the game than scoring, but Connect is exactly what the Lakers need in a sixth man, and everything they otherwise lack. In 2024-25, Los Angeles ranked number 29 in bench points per game and finished dead last in bench points per 100 possessions. The primary source of that issue, no other Lakers reserve could be trusted for consistent offensive contributions during the 2024-25 season. Dorian Finney-Smith averaged 7.9 points per game, but he also started 20 of his 43 appearances. Gabe Vincent averaged 8.2 points on 37.4% shooting from beyond the arc after February 1, but questions persist about how trustworthy he is from a volume perspective. Upgrading at center is Los Angeles's top priority, but second on the list must be positioning Connect to turn Los Angeles's erratic bench scoring into a reliable strength. Lakers face an uphill battle to land top free agent target. The Los Angeles Lakers have to nail their off-season decisions to become a true title contender next season. Despite heightened expectations and having home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs, the Lakers were an easy out in 5 games against the Minnesota Timberwolves. To avoid the same fate next season, the Lakers must get more physical and better defensively, meaning they must turn to free agency and the trade market for help this summer. One of the players rumored to be a Lakers target is someone whom they just encountered, Timberwolves guard Nickeil Alexander-Walker. LA fans saw firsthand the impact Alexander-Walker had in the playoffs with his ability to guard multiple positions and bring intensity, while being able to make plays and hit threes on the other end of the floor, a true two-way force. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is the perfect but unattainable Lakers target. The Lakers simply don't have enough players in that mold, making Alexander-Walker the perfect offseason target. He fits seamlessly next to Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves as a defense-first point-of-attack defender who isn't an offensive liability like Jared Vanderbilt or Gabe Vincent. Unfortunately, the Lakers' path to acquiring Alexander-Walker is a challenging one. Dan Woik of the Los Angeles Times painted a bleak picture of the possibility of the Lakers landing the Canadian guard. Woik revealed that the Lakers are probably too late in trying to acquire Alexander-Walker since the $5.7 million taxpayer mid-level exception the Lakers possess will not be enough for him. Alexander-Walker will likely require something close to a full mid-level exception, $14.2 million, in annual salary for his next contract. The Lakers don't have that available, making it nearly impossible for them to outbid teams on the open market. Considering that the Timberwolves guard was playing on a below-market value deal, making $4.3 million last season, it would make sense for him to prioritize money over his role with a potential suitor. Unless general manager Rob Pelinka has an unexpected trick up his sleeve, for example, a potential sign-and trade, it's hard to imagine the Lakers winning the Alexander-Walker sweepstakes this summer, forcing them to look elsewhere for backcourt depth. Big Luka Doncic announcement turns heads on Saturday. The Los Angeles Lakers recently capped off their first season with Luka Doncic rostered, getting eliminated early in the playoffs. Doncic was acquired by the Lakers ahead of the NBA's trade deadline in a move that sent Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks. After one of the most shocking trades in NBA history, the Lakers entered the playoffs as a number 3 seed in the West. But LA was quickly dismissed 4-1 by the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. After the season, players and coaches have the chance to recuperate. While many around the league use the offseason as an opportunity to travel and spend time with loved ones, LeBron James and Doncic are also giving fans an exhilarating collaboration. On Saturday, James Mind the Game podcast account on X announced that Doncic will be featured as the next guest of the show. Upon the release of the announcement, some fans took to social media, sharing their thoughts on the off-season collaboration with LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Luka. I like it, said one fan. Luka not going anywhere and ring number 5 for Bron confirmed, said another fan. Let's go, mentioned one fan. Bron and Luka ring SCN next year confirmed, commented one fan. The greatest basketball player in the world, said one fan. LeBron getting Luka on the pod? This is going to be great, said another fan. In 2024-25 with the Lakers and Mavericks, Doncic averaged 28.2 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 7.7 assists in 50 regular season games.